Hi, I'm Vince DiFilippo, CEO and owner of DiFilippo Service Company in Paoli, providing HVAC services to our community for over 50 years. What to know about your HVAC system before calling? When you call for a service call, there's some information that the office is going to ask you about, and it helps us to determine what we need to do in order to get your service going. Here's where we go. We've got, what type of system is it? Is it forced air? In other words, you have vents all along your house where the air comes out. That's called forced air. That applies both for heating and for cooling. Is it geothermal? Geothermal is becoming very, very popular because it's very efficient. Geothermal, there's pipes in the ground. There's pipes in the ground that do the heating and cooling, so we need to know that. DiFilippo's doesn't work on geothermal, so we'd like to save your time. If you have geothermal, don't call us. You might want to get in touch with a geothermal company. Is it a high velocity system? Vince, what is high velocity? The easiest way you could tell is instead of regular vents in your house, they're round. They're small and they're round. They're about this big. And what that does is it's called a high velocity system. It moves air very, very fast, and that's what mixes in your house and makes it cool quicker. High velocity is used exclusively in older homes where ductwork is very difficult to run. With high velocity, they can run a 2-inch duct right down the wall. DiFilippo's doesn't work on high velocity systems. Is it electric, or is it a heat pump, or is it gas? That kind of helps us to describe which direction we want to go in. Is it a package unit? Not very popular in this area, but as you start to go down south and out west, it's a big air conditioner and heater that sits on the ground, and then the ductwork goes inside your house. So all the machinery is outside of your house. That's a package unit. Or some situations, some of these more modern houses, they're on the roof, and they run the ducts in through the attic and then down into your house. It's important to know these items. Where's your system located? Vince, what difference does it make? It makes a big difference. If your system is like 80%, 85, 90% of the houses around here, your system, your furnace is located in the basement, the air conditioner is outside, okay? In the basement, it's not a big deal. Everything's down there. The issue is when the indoor unit is placed up in the attic. We need to know that, because I don't know if you've been in an attic in a hot afternoon, it could get 130, 140 degrees up there. Very dangerous for our technicians to go up there and play with hot wires, electrical, live charge, sweating. It's very dangerous. So we like to schedule those calls earlier in the day before the heat builds up. Make sense? So where is it? Is it in the attic or is it in the basement? Also, the important thing to know is most heating and air conditioning systems are split systems. What that means is you have the air conditioner outside, you've got the indoor portion, so they're split. We talked about a package being all in one, but it's important to know where both items are located. Most of them, again, are split systems. It's either your air handling unit is either in the basement or it's in the attic. Important to know. How many units do you have? That's important. Do you have one? Do you have two? Do you have three? The more modern your house is, the more units you're going to have. Back in the olden days when houses were built without air conditioning, you just had a heater, one air conditioner, did the whole house. Newer homes, because they're also getting bigger, we have a unit that does the first floor, a unit that does the second floor, sometimes a unit does the third floor or a separate addition. Or if your basement is finished, you can have a unit that just does the basement. No offense, but if you have a unit in the basement that's not cooling and the rest of your system is working, most HC companies are going to kind of move you down the list because they have to take care of the ones that have no air conditioning on the living quarters. That's every air conditioning company. I'm just being honest. What's the history of your unit? That kind of helps. How old is it? If it's really, really old, major repairs are going to happen. That's when you start to think, okay, replace or repair. That's important. What brand is it? Sometimes DiFilippo's does not work on certain types of heating and air conditioning because a lot of the equipment and the parts are proprietary. You have to be that specific brand dealer in order to get parts. We can eventually get parts, but it's going to take us a long time because think about it. Those dealers will take care of their regular loyal customers before they start handling us. So it's important that we know the brand, and we'll tell you, hey, sorry, we don't service that, or we'll refer you to another company that does. Service history. Oh my goodness, every year you got to come out and put refrigerant in. Every year it's this. Every year mice chew on my wires. Service history is important. Kind of gets us in the right mindset as we're traveling to your place to help you out. What kind of thermostat do you have? Some thermostats act a little quirky when it gets hot. Some thermostats are newer. Some thermostats have the ability for you to talk to your thermostat through your phone. So it's important to let us know what kind of thermostat it is, because then sometimes our office can walk you through an issue. In other words, if you call and say, I have a Honeywell thermostat and the screen is blank, we know it's not getting any power. So we can walk you through, hey, go downstairs, turn this switch off, try that. Save you the burdensome of us coming out for a service call. Thanks for watching. If you like our videos, make sure you subscribe.